Hold on, it's connecting now.
Let me turn again. Alexa, let me mute myself real quick.
You good? Bing, we on this motherfucker. Yo, peace and love, friends and family. If you are tuning to this live recording, this live stream, it's an honor to have you guys. This is the second official Fellowship Friday with the guys. I got my guy, Brother Soul, River Soul. I got Endless Torch on here, and we're gonna be talking about a lot of things that people can relate to, that we're gonna give insight on. But not only that, break through the culture construct in which a lot of us are stuck on. And so just tune in, be a part of the conversation. Make sure that you drop a like, drop a comment. If you got any questions you want to chime in, make sure you just tap in with us. So welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the wave, you know. Anyways, let's get back to it. What was you saying, bro?
So, in this country, different countries have different cultures, but in this country specifically, I've noticed that people are dishonest about how much they value the truth. And me as a truth-seeking individual, um, I appreciate the truth no matter how hard it is. But the average everyday person does not want the truth. And if they tell you they do, they are being dishonest. Can you tell your girl that she look fat in whatever she's wearing? Can you tell her that? Can you straight up tell her that? You know what I'm saying? Can you tell your man that you don't fuck with his song? Can you tell him
Mm.
that the song is some shit? Me and Ghost can do that. Let me say, oh my bad. Me and whatever, my
Big
bad.
swim, you know, it's
Yeah,
all
yeah, my
good.
bad, my
Hey,
bad, bro.
hey, nah, be
Me
true.
and
That's
bro could
facts.
do that. I
Facts,
can
facts.
tell you, I can tell my man, my real close man, I can be like, bro, that shit was trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like the average everyday person, you can't tell them the truth, bro. They don't want to hear that shit.
I
You know what I'm
think I
saying?
I think it's like I was listening to Sa Guru yesterday, and this like brings everything together, bro. This is like synchronicity for me. It's like this, bro. When we think about like religious aspects, like the things we take on, right? Everybody wants to believe that there's a heaven, right? Everybody wants to believe there's like something beyond this, something after this. But truthfully, ain't no nigga, no woman, no bitch, no nigga in a white suit, no nigga walking on water, no nigga who prays 7 days. Ain't no nigga, no human being, nobody in this experience can truthfully tell you that there's a place in the sky in the afterlife. No one can tell you that, right? But yet we choose to lie to ourselves in our subconscious mind. We choose to lie to ourselves and say that this is the truth. If I believe in this religion, if I practice this, if I do this and I do that, everybody think that there's a heaven beyond this. And it starts with things like this. A lot of times, and I talk about this shit since we're gonna start like this. A lot of times when we start off as children, bro, we've been indoctrinated to believe in a religion that we truthfully don't believe. A lot of us, we started off as Christians as kids, especially in America, right? When you tell me as a child that you believe in Jesus and he walked on water and you believe in God and you believe in this, it's a lie. It's a bullshit lie because at that point, the only reason why you even believe in these beliefs is because your parents told you that the devil was real. Your parents told you that if you didn't take on this religious belief, that you were doing wrong, this, and that. So therefore, you grew into this grown man, this teenager, and you say, I believe in God. The thing about it is that how can you say that you believe in God when you don't even practice your relationship with God? To believe in God, right? To truthfully believe in God, because now we in our 30s, right? So now we didn't been in situations where we could say, well, look, God didn't deliver me in this situation. But the thing about it is, before that, hey, you've been lying your whole entire life. A lot of us, this may not be all of us, but a lot of us, we've been lying our whole entire life to ourselves to believe in this religion, in this political party, in this societal construct based upon our parents scaring us into it. But truthfully, bro, hey, we were lying. Subconsciously, we've been lying. So when it comes to the truth, hopefully I ain't losing y'all. When it comes to the truth, hey, we're even to give somebody the truth, we're not even living authentically in our truth to even be able to give someone the truth. So
You
how
can't
can we do
handle the
that?
truth.
That's facts. That's
Well,
exactly what I'm saying.
Truth.
Yeah, because everybody's truth is subjective to their narrative. So if
And
if you
everybody's human experience is different.
yeah,
Facts.
so if the truth is opposite of what they believe, now they got to shift their whole belief system, and that'll destroy them mentally. So they have to believe if your belief goes against what they believe, it's like reprogramming someone. It's like a computer has to shut down and reboot. People don't want to do that. They don't want to accept reality because it doesn't agree with their truth.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not gonna dominate the conversation like this, but
Nah, do your thing.
Nah,
all
speak.
right,
Nah, speak.
so I study. I am technically not. I don't like to refer to myself as that. I am technically a follower of Christ's teachings. Like I follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. But I study the Bible from a Jewish perspective, which is the context in which it was written. It was written in a Jewish perspective. The Christianity that you're talking about is evangelical Christianity in America, where they tell you you got to get saved or else you're going to hell. When I tell you, if you study the books in their context, that is absolute bullshit. Like nowhere in the Bible does it ever say that. The book of Revelation is apocalyptic literature. So is the book of Isaiah. A Jew in that time had no concept of hell. The word is Sheol, which means grave, and everyone goes there. Like there was never no concept of that, bro. That's some shit that somebody read it and Greek mythology mixed in and did some weird shit and said, oh, we could scare the shit out of people real nicely if we tell them this. They'll act exactly how we want them to if we give them some consequences. That's why Jews don't believe in hell. If you ever notice, Jews, you never hear a Jew talk about hell because a Old Testament Jew would have had no understanding of that. Nor did Jesus ever preach hell. He preached of a place called Gehenna, which is a real place where they burn trash at. It's a real place. No one never said, "Oh, if you die, you're gonna be on fire, bro." What the fuck? That doesn't even sound right, bro. Like, in what world does that make sense?
Nigga,
You die and
well,
you're on fire.
yeah. Hey, what in what world does it make sense where it's a nigga with horns with red skin? Like
Oh, that's another thing.
but also, bro, what's crazy is that when you really listen to when you listen to the devil's story, right? The devil is really you because think about all the things that God, quote unquote, gives you, right? But you always want more. That's how the devil was. The nigga,
Gang,
hey, he got everything that he want. Hey,
gang,
you want the bad bitches, you want this, you want that. This is how they drew it up, right?
bro,
He got
Yeah,
every quote unquote, he got everything that he wanted,
bro,
and then hey, he wanted too much, which became greed in a sense. Go
bro.
ahead. What you gonna say?
The only reference to Satan in the entire Old Testament is the book of Job. In the beginning, in the book of Genesis, the translation is shining one or some shit like that, the deceiver, pretty much. It never said devil. Horned red tail is never nowhere in the Bible, bro. It's nowhere in the Bible. Niggas literally made that shit up, man.
On
Literally.
God. On
And
God.
niggas have repeated that shit so much that niggas really believe it. Like niggas repeat a bunch of stuff that's not in the Bible. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That shit is nowhere in the Bible. God helps those who help themselves. Nowhere in the Bible, bro. But we grew up hearing that shit, right?
On
So the
everything.
only reference to Satan is the book of Job. And in the book of Job, it says that Satan had a conversation with God. Does that sound like somebody with a red horns and a tail
Nah. Sound
and
like
they're
they was
having a conversation with
connected.
God? In the New Testament now, Jesus then comes and tells the disciples that he's about to die. And the disciples are like, hell no, like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? What the hell? And
What
Peter's
the
like, I
hell
won't
he
let it happen. Peter's like, I won't let it happen. Jesus said, get behind me, Satan. He said, get behind me, Satan, which in that time pretty much means get out my face. You know what I'm saying? Like get out of here. Like, stop what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So if Jesus called Peter Satan, then how in the hell is there some horned red devil? Satan means adversary. But people need, like, it pretty much means op. But people need somebody to blame when bad shit happens.
I mean, they always blame everybody asks or points the finger at the quote unquote devil when when it comes to things that they already like harm themselves. Like, bro, it doesn't make sense. And like for me, I like when I look at religion, I look at things kind of like anime characters in a sense. I look at Jesus as in a sense of Goku, where I can understand the teachings on like living out of righteousness, being good, being like maintaining my relationship with God, fasting, cleansing myself, like my body from or my mind or anything along those lines of like from negativity. Like it's these type of things that I understood. But if you look at multiple religions, there's always that character in every religion, bro. There's always that one person who is like on some type of good shit. The nigga did good shit. He maintained his relationship with God. He spoke about his relationship with God, so on and so forth. Like that's all it is. And then you look at anime, that's how most of the anime characters is. We talk about Yusuke, like we talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's go there real quick. And Yu Yu Hakusho, right? The nigga didn't even want to be a spirit detective. I don't know if you're familiar with that jump, but the nigga didn't want to be a spirit detective, but yet the nigga ended up saving the world, but he was a demon, right? At that point, it's always that when you start operating and living in your truth, everybody starts gravitating. It's just like you disappear, right? Let's say you disappear for 9 months on all your niggas, right? And then in 9 months you come back and they like, yo, bro, you didn't lose weight. What'd you do to lose weight? That's the same thing with maintaining your spirit or having that relationship with God, is that when you are aligned with yourself, people see it without you even having to yell it. You don't have to tell people like, yeah, hey, I lost 20 pounds. No, niggas can see that shit. Hey, bro, something about you has changed. And that's kind of the same thing with all of the characters in all animes and all religions and everything. It's like their lifestyle, their belief, the way that they're living their self every day in their true authenticity is what everybody notices, and everybody is striving to become just like them. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Where
Like,
you at? I
man,
don't see you, so
I'm right. Like, man,
your shit off.
yeah. I'm gonna turn it back on a second.
Oh, go
But
ahead, go ahead.
religion to me, it takes personal accountability away. It places all the bad that happens on the devil. You know what I'm saying? When in fact that may just be your own bad decisions that led you down that path. It's the same with blessings. You give an external God credit for the good things that happen in your life. I believe that, because we come from God, God is always with us, and we're all connected to God within us, which is how
100.
God is omnipresent. Through our spirit, our spirits act like a wireless network, all connected to the same Wi-Fi signal. Religion is like a tool that takes real life lessons and interprets them in a way to curate an experience and a narrative for its members. That's what I believe. Like, for example, I believe that we all have the same abilities of God within us, as Jesus was the son of God, and we're all God's children.
You
So
gonna
we
have to get on the
have the same,
camera if you gonna pop this type of shit. You gonna have
we
to
all
cut
we
that
have
joint
all those
on.
same we have all the same abilities, but don't know how to tap into those abilities or that frequency anymore. What we think creates our reality, meaning it doesn't matter if something is fact, because no matter what the truth is, if you believe something to be true, even if it's false, that's your truth, and it becomes your reality because that's what you believe. If you believe in God outside of yourself and believe in something so strongly, something happens that you pray for, you think that external force, when in fact that may have been your own power from your belief. You know what I'm saying? God,
So go ahead.
religion is powerful. Religion, it takes discipline, and some people need that to harness their spiritual energy. Some people need discipline in order to bring that manifestation to actualization. But at what cost, and whose narrative are they playing into by the religion they're following? Because they're different religions. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So this is what I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. I am not a religious man, bro. I do not believe in religious doctrine in the sense of I read the Bible, and when I read the Bible, I was confused because I was like, how the fuck did y'all get what y'all got from me reading the same text as y'all? You get what I'm saying? Like, when you read the text, you realize that so much fuckery has been brought forward by taking books out of context. Each one of those books has its own context and its own truth and its own meaning. right? And when you take it and make it, when you take it and try to make it say what you want it to say, you always gonna get the wrong answer.
I mean,
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
bro. That's what niggas do with music. Like niggas do that with music. Like niggas will listen to a song and think that this nigga who Drake, they'll be like, yo, Drake is going through some shit right now. That nigga's life is hard, right? But that's the thing is like even with all the books that I read, they speak to me based upon my perspective where I'm at in my spiritual journey.
Right.
And that's what, like, when it comes to like religion, when it comes to like the Bible, when it comes to all these things, I think that is best for you to read it and seek what is your truth. When you sit here and this why I don't do, I'm anti-church, even though we working on the church, you know what I'm saying? I'm anti-church
We need
because
church, but go ahead.
I'm gonna break it down, but I'm anti-church because when people go to church, they think that this nigga who is a middleman is their direct connection to God, and therefore they're listening to his perspective based upon this book. Look, the thing about it is this, right? I got this book. I can read you this book, and I can tell you what I got from it, right? Which will be so powerful in my words. But if you read this on your own accord without me even telling you about the book, you're going to have your own message. And so therefore, I think that it's better for people to read on their own without listening to what someone else is saying about the book. Bro, this book speaks to me in my own vibration. So therefore, that is the spiritual truth for me. Even with the Bible, bro, I look at a lot of things in the Bible metaphorically, but then also when I read the Bible, there's some shit that I disagree with. Like, who the fuck would think like this, bro? I even went to church one day, like 10 years ago. The nigga said in the Bible, he was like, Jesus said, pick up your swords or some shit like that. He was like, so you gotta go get a gun. I'm listening to this nigga with a pre broken through the matrix mind, and I'm like, oh, pick up your swords, me go get a gun, nigga. I'm about to go get glocked up, right? But then I read it on my own, and that pick up your swords could be pick up your faith, pick up your Bible, pick up your intelligence. And it could mean pick up your gun. And it could mean just pick up your faith, pick up your spirit, pick up your woman. It could mean any of these things. So therefore, when you listening to somebody else tell you about their relationship with God, and you always gonna be in the wrong car, bro. You always gonna be going the wrong way. And so therefore, like with everything that I practice, I say, do not listen into me thinking that I got all the answers. Listen to me and think that you can go on your own separate journey and find God and your relationship with God through you. Don't look at me. Just hear my story and be like, oh shit, if this nigga figured it out, then I can go figure it out on my own, bro. That's the reason. Hey, good. Hey, here we go. This is where the drop go. This is the reason why I came out with my book called Only You Could Save Yourself, because nobody is coming to save you. It's about you, bro. It's about you changing your mind state. You don't need a fucking pastor. You don't need to go listen to this nigga. You don't need to listen to me. You don't need to listen to nobody else, because God has been with you the entire time and will continue to be with you until the end of your journey unless you, separate yourself from God. So yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
So I agree with most of what you're saying, but
It's all good.
the only thing I was gonna tell you is that I don't think the issue is that all pastors are bad or whatever the case may be. This is the issue to me, in my opinion. Being American is a big fucking problem. Like, being American, when you go to the rest of the world, you realize how fucking stupid Americans are sometimes, bro. Because we have this natural thing in us growing up here thinking that we're the only country in the world and we're right about everything. You get what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of times having an American perspective, this dude that I follow, Marty Solomon, he's from like Idaho or like some shit like that, like somewhere in the Midwest, like in the middle of nowhere. Um, uh, he was like, he became ordained as a minister or whatever. He led a church, whatever, and somebody that was close to him, a family member died, and he had all of these rehearsed things that he was taught to say to someone who was grieving. And he was like, damn, all this shit that I told the person, like, it worked perfectly the way the person told me to say it, and something didn't feel right. He was like, I'm telling this person bullshit. So he was like, all right, I gotta detached from these theological perspectives that I found because they're wrong. He goes to Israel and comes back with a completely different perspective of Christianity, coming to realize that the issue wasn't Christianity, it was America. When you go to the Middle East and when you go to these other places, they don't do the bullshit that we do here. Like we don't they don't condemn people to hell because of something that they did. Like they don't do that type of dumb shit. So I don't necessarily think it's just that pastors are a problem, because some pastors will read you stuff and be like, look, this is what it says, and this is what I know about it, but you can do your further research. Then there's some like, I need to tell you now that all of y'all need to come and repent. Like, bro, shut up, bro. These people have real lives. Like, these people have, it's real shit going on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
real, and you telling the nigga dumb shit. And this is why I left church when I was 18 and said I'm never going back there. You know what I'm saying?
I, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I don't. The thing about me is like, and this is like understanding Buddhism, where it kind of gets me, is that I don't believe that anything is good or bad. I don't view it like that. But I'll say it like this: is that I don't think that those niggas is evil. I just think that those niggas are lost in the sauce when it comes to like them niggas who are leading the church, and they're I would say like they trying to like manipulate niggas. They just lost in the sauce. They're lost in the physical realm because they're gaining something of a monetary value. So therefore they have to keep up an image. The more that I observe everything, like it comes from like podcasts, when it comes to spiritual speakers, leaders, pastors, presidents, all it is that niggas is maintaining a script. And when you are living your life based upon monetization from what you're speaking, you have to maintain a script. I mean, shit, bro. Everything is a physical stage. Shit, the niggas get up there and do the and Jesus said and walk with the niggas start doing all that. So then you realize it becomes an act. That goes back to like that culture thing, like act your age, or act like this, act professional, act this. It's all an act. So at that point, most people who are telling people about God and trying to convert people into this, they're just keeping up an act because they have to meet a quota for their monetary gain. So I don't think that it's wrong because they have to maintain a life like all of us do. But at the same time, like, nigga, that ain't the real key to God. That ain't the
What
real gateway.
cause? At
Well,
what
yeah,
cause? They gotta keep up a life like me and you. At what cause? I feel like leading people down that path is like,
it's wicked
that's a
work.
it's wicked. Yeah, it's very wicked. I think it's very wicked. And like I can tell the intentions. Like I can feel the intentions of different people. Like I don't think they all have the bad intentions, but some of them do stuff that I just cannot agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like telling people, like you ever heard that not joke, but like that saying, it was like, I prayed for a bike, but I know that things don't work that way, so I stole a bike and prayed for forgiveness.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like ask for forgiveness before you ask for like permission or some shit
yeah,
like that.
ask for forgiveness. Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most pastors, they have their, if they don't keep up a certain act, then they won't make money. Their main thing is to bring people to the church and get them to pay tithes. And also they're getting funded as well. It's like an artist being signed to a label. You lose your artistic integrity when you sign that label, because the label is like, if you don't do what we tell you to do or make the type of music we want you to make, we're not going to pay. We're not going to fund you. So the church system works the same way.
That's
If you,
everything though. That's everything in the matrix construct. I mean, once you like, I don't take anything personal anymore because I realize like that's just how things are set up. You have to either live in your true authenticity or you have to play a role. Like even when it came to like working a job, bro, niggas be like, bro, you need to act professional. Like, what you mean, nigga? Professional in the black construct means to act white. Let's be real,
facts,
bro. And
100%.
and why we jump into that, you know what I'm saying? Like, That's a lot of the issue with the programming is that it comes from our cultural beliefs, what we've been indoctrinated to believe about ourselves and our people. You think that you gotta be this real nigga and you gotta abide by this and that, bro. That, to be honest, like where I'm at now, where we're at now, because we all then grew into the niggas that we're now, and we've been close and known each other since we've been damn near teenagers type shit, bro. When I look back at my life, bro, I realized that shit was always lame, bro. And I always knew it was lame. I always knew it was lame because even though I was super intelligent, I would find myself compromising me, bro, for societal cultural norms and trying to fit in with niggas that I knew were dumb. Like, nigga, you a crash out. I always been intelligent. I always been a nigga who could play basketball and be on some Yu-Gi-Oh shit, right? But with my intelligence, I would end up dumbing myself down just to fit in with the group of niggas I was around, like taking Molly. Like, bro, I never needed to take Molly. I was already high on life. But yet, I wanted to fit in with the niggas I was around. So therefore, I started polluting myself and poisoning myself. And that's what the societal construct has taught us, even as men, bro. Hey, bro, you gotta do this. You gotta trap. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Imagine if somebody else approached us and taught us that we can take the knowledge that we have in our brain and apply it to the world. Imagine if someone gave you the keys and showed you that you could start a business at the age of 12, but instead they put you in another direction where you go work for someone else. It comes from these societal constructs that we continue to participate in every fucking day, bro. It has to end.
So facts. That's like, all right. So this is gonna be two parts, and I don't want to overshare. So
Let's get it.
if I get too personal, nudge me or whatever. But uh, I'm gonna start off with like, have you ever noticed like how much you have to put on a face to work? Like you have to go in there and literally act like something you're not to get a job. Like you are not the job that you're auditioning for or you're interviewing for.
Hey, I like the audition part. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
you
Yeah.
are auditioning for a role that is not you. You know what I'm saying? You are going every day to go be an actor. And it kills you literally. It literally kills you. You're literally dying. And that's why people be so depressed. And that's why people are so miserable. That's why people drink so much. You know what I'm saying? But okay, cool.
Code switching.
Code switching
Yeah.
for sure.
Facts.
But I'm about to say, like, when you talk about like influences and like people doing things for other people, I'm gonna tell you a thing that niggas is not gonna admit that they do. This is some I
Your
can't say
shit
that word.
blurry. Your shit blurry. But
His energy
Can you see
flowing through
me?
his energy, his aura.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
I did it on purpose. I did it on
Oh, go
purpose.
ahead. Go ahead. What was you saying though?
So a thing that niggas don't admit that they do is that they get bitches for other niggas.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh
do
yeah.
you know how much niggas
Hey,
fuck
I
with
done it.
bitches to
Hey, I
show
done it.
other niggas that they
Hey,
fuck with bitches?
hey, I done it. Hey, niggas is gay out here. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
Hey,
that's the word I
hey,
didn't want to say.
hey,
That's the
hey,
word I
hey,
didn't want
hey,
to say.
hey, hey, cancel me. Hey, peep this. I used to be a gay nigga. You know why? Because I used to be out here getting bitches just so I could show my niggas like, yeah, hey, bruh, hey, look at this joint, this and that. Hey, I used to be a gay nigga. I used to be a dick pleaser. Hey, for
Oh,
real.
this nigga is wild.
Yeah, he
hey,
This
wilding.
nigga is
hey,
wild.
psycho play. Hey,
Hey, this
nah,
nigga
but
on Kevin Gates time.
hey,
Pause.
Show
but
me,
hey,
show me the
facts.
nigga I told on and show me the
Hey,
nigga that put dick in me.
nah, but it's like this though. Nah, on some real shit, bro. It was indoctrined for us to be this way, bro. We always like and like if you don't want to admit to it, I will. It was indoctrined for us to want to be and impress the niggas that we call quote unquote friends because that's what the culture has taught us, bro. Hey,
So,
bro, show this nigga you ain't scared, bro. Show this nigga.
yeah,
Hey, you was a dick pleaser, like
yeah.
believe it
So
or
watch
not.
this. So watch this, right? So the way I even started, like, okay, so I know we all men, and y'all got wives, so I know certain stuff I'm not gonna like try to get y'all to get into. But when I was a kid, I was 7 years old, and again, stop me if I do too much. I had a cousin. Me and my sister got the same dad, different moms. My sister had a cousin on her mom's side. So like we're technically not related, whatever. So when I was 7, she took me in the room, whatever happened, cool. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it. But I saw my dad bring different girls in the house all the time. And I saw my brother do the same thing. So I convinced myself, I was like, this is what men do. Like I'm a man and I want to be a man. So this is what I need to do. So when I got older, I was disconnected from the act that was sex. Like I'm a man, and then obviously when you're a teenager, your hormones start working and you actually want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I was 7. No 7-year old like is like understanding what's going on. So all right, so I'm a teenager now and I'm disconnected. I'm just like, okay, I saw this in a video, or this is what my friend said that they're doing, or like this is I heard it, so this is what I'm doing now. So by the time I look up, like I'm fucking bitches I don't even like. I don't even like this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Your
Like
breath stink.
bro, I genuinely, it's bitches, bro. It's bitches that I did not realize 5 years ago. And you had to ask me, like, why you fuck with that bitch? I could not give you an answer, bro.
No reason at
I
all.
could
Hey,
not give you no
hey,
answer.
you go. Hey, I was dick pleasing. Hey, for real. Hey, for real. Hey, that's the thing. Cause I've said this on the podcast before, but I was like, bro, I was so much trying to like prove to my dad I wasn't gay that bro, literally, I was literally showing this nigga like, yo, hey, dad, I got this Joan. Hey, dad, I got this Joan. Hey, and then I show my niggas, hey, yo, Ro, hey, look at Shorty that I'm with now. This
So
it was to
so
that point, bro. But yeah,
so watch, right? Then this the other thing that happened to me, right? So um I'm like a teenager and I get into it with one of my homies. One of my homies stole something out my house, right? So this is something that I'm sure all of us have been through. So one of my homies stole something at my house, and my older cousin told me, "Yeah, you supposed to crush that nigga. You know where he live at? I'm gonna take you right there, and you need to yeah." When I say crush, I don't mean fight. He's saying you supposed to kill this nigga. This nigga is a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But this is a good friend of mine that stole something from me, and my cousin is over here telling me, my cousin that I hold in such high regard, nigga got all the money, all the bitches, everything that I wanted. And he's telling me that because my friend betrayed me, I'm supposed to kill him. And and in my mind, like I, that don't make sense to me, and I know that that's wrong. But I convinced myself that if I see my man, I'm supposed to do something to that nigga, do something final to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's dick pleasing like shit.
bro. Hey, it is, bro.
Because
Like,
I let this man tell me that I'm supposed to take someone's life because he said so.
imagine where you would be right now if you would have believed that. And then, like, we all got kids. The thing about it is, like, all of us, right? We all in our children's lives. The crazy thing is that, can you imagine your children being led by a nigga like that? Like,
Bro,
a lot of us were. We a lot of us, we didn't have dads in our lives. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't have like a consistent father figure that was my dad. I didn't meet my dad till I was 16. So when it came to niggas, hey bro, it's like I was gullible in a sense of, oh nigga, you got money, you got this, you got that. So you might got all the answers, but a lot of them niggas, hey, them niggas,
my
they
my
didn't have the
father,
answers, bro.
my father was in my life. My mother was not. And my father was like a textbook narcissist. So like his ways were all toxic. So it's like I couldn't really take that. He didn't teach me nothing. Like the one thing I remember my father always say was like, do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But like a thing that my father don't realize is that kids don't necessarily do what you say. They do what they see you do. So it's
Facts.
like I
Facts.
saw him with women in and out the house. We was hood rich. My father would go lease cars that he couldn't afford. My father would like fuck with different bitches and like put shit in their name. I grew up and I did everything I just said. I grew up and I did all that shit.
And this is why the culture has to die, bro. It has to die, bro. Hey, niggas hate when I talk about this shit, but that stigma of being a real nigga or being black or whatever societal construct you want to place it in has to die, bro. Look at what it does to our women, bro. Look what it does to our women, and then these bitches say that they want a husband. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, niggas really hate me. I'm sorry. I would never wife no bitch like Cardi B. Oh, you an insecure man? No, I'm not. I want what's mine to be mine. I would never wife no bitch like Cardi B. I would never wife no bitch like Meg The Stallion. I will never wife no bitch like Glorilla. Because when you look at the societal construct, I will never wife no bitch like Sexy Red. I'm sorry, hey, no matter what type of dick pleasing I was doing, I would never, ever fuck no bitch like Sexy Red. Never, never,
Um,
never. And that's the
she just
societal
got
norm,
bad.
bro.
She just got bad tattoo placement, gang.
Nah, bro. Hey, see, hey, you being a toxic nigga. That's not the one that you want to bring home to mom,
Oh
bro.
no! I never said I would wife her.
You
I
and
never
you
said I would
fuck
wife
that
her.
joint. You fuck that joint
In
just to
my
say you
dirty
fucked
days,
her.
in my dirty days, if she wasn't tatted like that, I'd have fucked her. I don't like bitches with dirty tattoos, bro. I hate that shit.
I won't do it, bro.
I don't even really like bitches with chest tats like
I
that.
don't
got
like
the
bitches that are
she got the
loud,
jail
bro.
she got the jail joints.
I don't
Yeah, she
like
definitely
bitches
got
that's
jail
loud.
tats. All right, listen. I would though. I would wife a bitch who been out here if she's on some Brittany Renner type shit.
I won't.
Like if she's on some, I submit to you. I'm not doing this shit no more. I want to go wherever you taking me. I would do that.
Hey, wrong nigga, wrong time, baby. Hey,
Every bitch
not.
got a pass, gang.
Hey, that's for sure. But the thing about it is that how many people know about your past. That's
No.
that's what I care about, bro. The thing
But
about it is,
listen, if
hey,
It
if
ain't they passion matter as long as you and them have an understanding within your relationship. But
it's not.
I don't believe in public. I don't believe in complete. I believe in like public displays of affection, but I don't believe in putting your entire relationship like out online because people don't need to know everything that you're doing or every gift that you buy your significant other or everywhere the
That's
child goes.
exactly
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying?
about.
Like everything.
That's
okay, gang. Listen, there's levels to this shit, bro. There's different types of issues. So you got bitches out here that used to sell pussy. Then you got bitches that when we was in high school was getting trains ran on them.
exit left. Hey,
Then you got
don't
bitches who
stop
is
here.
then you got bitches who do porn or whatever the case may be.
Exit
Like
left.
that's my line. I'm not fucking with no bitch that got porn on the internet. I can't if everybody see your pussy wide open, I can't do that.
But you see, that's another thing. Like Kim Kardashian, her whole claim to fame is that, and that's who all these women are modeling themselves after is the
I mean,
Kardashians. Look at how many women nowadays got lip fillers, the BBLs, and
I
you
think
know
that
what?
shit
It's
looks terrible.
crazy is all these different ethnicities. I feel like are mimicking black women for the same thing that they used to criticize black women for.
hey, let's talk about it. Let's that's facts. I was telling my brother this shit the other day. I was like, if you look at Kim Kardashian's face, when you look at all the makeup palettes, every single one of all the stars, all the bitches who wear all this makeup, every single one, their whole facial construct on how they do their makeup originates from Kim Kardashian. Just look at it.
The body, everything. It's like
Yeah.
overnight she became the standard for beauty, and all
Facts.
women now trying to look like that. And it's just a bunch of clones walking around with lip fillers, cheek, nose jobs,
Um,
BBLs,
Makeup to
just looking
lighten their
crazy.
skin. Yeah.
yeah, so look, bro. What I'm about to say was I can't mess with no bro who got porn on the internet or nothing like that. But like a bitch who all right, I used to be involved in like certain activities with women or whatever. Women who used to do things that, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I used to be involved with a lot of women that I felt like I connected with. I feel like I connected more with hoes than I did with good girls. Like I felt their pain and they felt mine, and we really understood each other. So it's like that emotional,
That's a
whatever
trauma
trauma
bond.
bonding we was
Yeah, that's
doing,
that trauma bond.
that trauma bonding shit, that shit, it felt great, bruh. It felt like I'd have been with a bitch, bruh, and we was meeting up to fuck and sat in the car and cried, bro.
The only
Like,
thing I say about that is like when it came to messing with toxic bitches, when it because we using bitches tonight. All right, when it came to that level of toxicity, what it was is that we had an even understanding, but in my relationship now with my wife, she didn't have as much trauma as I did, and so therefore in a sense she was able to help me heal. When we both have trauma, it's hard for you to heal because you got all these insecurities. I'm
Right.
not to say that it doesn't happen, but she got trust issues, you got trust issues, she got childhood trauma, you got childhood trauma, y'all got financial problems. She like once all these happen, it's like who is gonna be the person to lend a hand to pull the other person and then you pull that person.
Right.
That's the issue with a lot of those relationships. Yeah, you might bond over trauma, which is beautiful at times because that's just how the world is. But at the same time, if our trauma is equal, there is no balance in a sense. It's like the trauma is outweighing the positivity, so therefore we settle for just doing the trauma. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm a trap nigga. You sell pussy. Fuck it. Let's just stay together. It does not, in a sense, always work out in the best way, and then y'all have a toxic relationship.
Yeah, I will agree with you that a nigga who trap and a girl who sell pussy can't do nothing for each other emotionally because they on the same shit. And if you connect yourself with a person who is no better than you on your same level, what the fuck are y'all gonna do together?
Nothing at
You know what I'm
all. And
saying?
that's the
Except for
reason why I
wallow in
work
the
out
shit
now.
that y'all did.
That's the reason why my relationship works now is because my wife assisted me instead of holding me back with her trauma. It was like, I see the trauma in you, so therefore let me help you through this and whatever else she was dealing with. Once I got good, I was able to help her too. So it became like an even exchange of helping each other instead
Facts.
of, yo, we came from the hood, we came from the struggle. Well shit, we gonna make struggle babies then. Like, nah, bro, fuck that
Man,
shit.
hell
That's
no,
that's
bro.
important. That's
Bro,
important.
bro, listen, my son is a nerd, bro. That nigga be Naruto running, bro. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it, bro, because
yeah.
when I was his age, all I cared about was shoes, clothes, and I'm trying to like ask a girl that can we go together so like all the niggas can see that I got this bitch or whatever at recess and we ain't even gonna do nothing. We just about he 11. And we about to go on recess and just be like, oh yeah, you know, that's my girl. Stop playing with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at 11 years old,
Everything.
that's the type of
Yeah.
shit I was thinking about. I was going home and watching Dragon Ball Z, but I was also like, oh man, how we gonna get this money? Because we gotta go buy Jordans.
Yeah.
Like we gotta go get the shit to show people that we're okay.
A
And the
temporary
reason why,
gratification.
the reason why I had to go buy shit for people to think that I was okay is because I wasn't fucking okay. You know what I'm saying? If I was okay, I wouldn't need to. Nigga, I walk around with Nike shorts on now because I'm good. I don't need nobody to see that I'm good. Like, I done had every type of designer that you could possibly think of. I done had bro, I done had three BMWs, a Porsche. I done had everything. It's nothing that I wanted that I didn't have for real. So now I don't have nothing to prove to none of you niggas, bro. Like, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Nigga, give me, I'll be the best nigga to give $100 million to. Nobody would even know. Like,
Yo,
niggas
who
wouldn't
you
even know I
telling?
had $100 million, bro.
Who you
That's
telling?
supposed to
That's
be. That's
that's
supposed
that's
to be.
where I'm at. What Kevin
Nigga
Gates
wouldn't even
say?
know, bro.
Hey, he said you could cover your scars up in diamonds, but they still gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like
Promise.
that's just what it was, bro. It's a lot of things that like we have to break out of, and it's like now that we in our 30s, bro, it's like we realize all these things and we breaking these generational curses when it comes to our children. Like I want my children to experience life in their authentic childness. I want my like I just started going to the park with my son shooting the basketball. Like these are the type of things I want him to enjoy. It doesn't you don't got to go to the NBA. You don't got to like I just want you to have fun and I want you to understand all of life. I don't want you to be materialistic. Bro, my kids don't have no Jordans, bro. They got Crocs. My son got like one pair of Adidas, but most of his shoes is slip-on shoes. And I'm not mad at the nigga for not knowing how to tie a shoe. I'm not mad. I'm
How old
like,
is
bro, fuck it. What do you need tennis shoes for
how old
if
is
we
he?
not running like that? That nigga 7.
Oh yeah.
My
That nigga
son same
crocked
way.
out.
My son, my
Crocked out.
son, my son's 7, about to be 8, and he don't know how to tie his shoes like that. But because he's always had slip-on shoes and Crocs, but he does have Jordans. My mom bought him some Jordans.
Yeah, they don't
But
they don't know about that shit.
My
yeah,
I don't want my kids to ever grow up for real, bro. Like,
Right.
like I was forced to grow up. I didn't want to grow up. And what I mean by that is, what do
Keep
what does it mean to grow up? Like to for your body to come into maturity is one thing, but growing up is pretty much killing your dreams. Like I think it is much more sensible to live a life of you doing what you want or doing what makes you happy as opposed to doing what society thinks that you should do. Like
yeah.
there are people who have nothing that have more peaceful and loving lives than people who have everything.
Yeah, we was just we talked about this last time. Like I was telling you know what I'm saying, Tuesday, that we as humans are the only creatures on Earth that have to pay to exist.
Yep.
Everything else on Earth just lives and exists in its natural state. We are the only creatures on Earth that have to pay to exist, and none of us asked to be here. Not one single person on this Earth asked to be here, and we have to pay to be here because of a system set up by someone before we got here. So that right there throws us into an automatic matrix. And what you were talking about, yeah, your child, you mean like your childlike creativity. Like my man
That's
Kanye
what I
said,
mean.
your childlike he said, my childlike creativity, purity, and honesty is honestly being crowded by these grown thoughts.
So
That childlike innocence, when I talk to my son, my you know what I'm saying, my kids, especially my youngest son, when they talk about things, you can just see that they just so like what is it?
Happy.
Ignorance is bliss.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can see it in their eyes. They just, everything is pure. They just, they just living. They just like,
yeah,
everything's fun. Everything is good until they learn what bad is, until they're taught what's scary. Like they don't grow up afraid of things or afraid of monsters until they start watching certain shows and learning things that this is what you're supposed to be afraid of. Now we're programming you to what to be afraid of and how to think. Like 19 Keys was just talking about this cognitive warfare. He's like they're not even concerned with programming you no more because they're teaching you how to think. And once they teach you how to think, they don't have to do nothing else because they're gonna control your life based off of your thoughts because you're gonna do it to yourself.
That's
that's
facts.
facts.
It's
That's
it's
facts. You're gonna do it
it's
to yourself for sure.
it's like my youngest daughter Milan, bro. Like the other day, it was like a bad storm and the power went out. And my son, we play this game whenever there's like a storm and the power go out and the house is like pitch black. I do this game. It's like we'll get a spoon and whoever starts the game, they take the spoon and they go hide the joint, right? And you have to be you. Everybody gets a turn. You get like a minute. Everybody has to go find the spoon. Whoever finds the spoon wins the round. But also we do this other thing where it's like, yo, this is the dark. Hey Mari, go upstairs and turn the water on. Right. So my son, he's 7. The nigga does not want to do it. He'll be like, he'll tell his sister who's 1 year younger than him. He'll be like, yo, MJ, yo, come with me upstairs. Right. The baby Milan, bro, she up there walking upstairs to the room. She looking for shit in the other room, this, and that. And the thing about it is like he used to not be scared, but because of television, because of movies, all this other shit, now niggas start thinking that this shit is scary. And I'm like, bro, to be honest, if you really think about it, and I tell them this, bro, nothing has changed except for the light went out. There was nobody in our house when the light was on, and there's nobody in our house when the lights is out. So you gonna have
Facts.
to take your ass upstairs in the dark, and you gonna have to cut that motherfucking sink on just so you can win this round. Because I want to allow you to be scared. Because as a man, right? And the thing about it is like I was talking to my brother about it. We always been man. We've been a man since the day that we came out the womb with this penis, right?
Right.
So even if he's a boy, quote unquote, to the world, he's still a man. I don't have to teach him to be a man because he's already a man. But the
It's
thing
in him.
about it,
It's in him to be a man.
it's his natural birthright. But the thing about it is
Exactly.
this, right? Is that even as the man of the house, nigga, you know how scary it is to hear a knock at your door at 4 in the morning, nigga? It's scary. The reason why is because in your subconscious mind, you like, bro, what the fuck? Who the
You know
fuck?
what's out there too. You know what it could be.
The most scary thing to me is the police first. Number two is a nigga. right? But then I realized I was like, I gotta do this shit. This is my responsibility. Let me get my spooky ass up there and go look at the yo. Who is it? Who is that at the door? You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that as a man, as we are, we're not allowed to be scared, but it's okay to be conscious that something could happen and we perceive that as being scary, but it's not about being scared. Is that you know something can happen, but you have to transition your mind to say, no matter how scared I am, I'm gonna get my ass up and go open that door because I'd be damned if I send my wife to be like, hey babe, hey, go see who that is, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that we have to teach our children. It's not because you have to be a real nigga. It's because you are the leader. You are him. You are in my family. You are Swim. So go answer that fucking door with your scary ass.
So for me, the fear that I would allow harm to my family is greater than anything that's beyond that door. And me, I fear something happening to my family or them having to be, whatever, more than I fear anything that can harm me outside that door. So I'm gonna
Absolutely.
get up with no thought. Also, I know that fear is just something that your body offers you, and you can choose to not take it.
Yeah.
Body is gonna offer you fear, and you're gonna say, you have the power within yourself to go against the instincts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever your body is offering you. And you can say, I will not succumb to this fear. I'm going to that door. And can't nothing on that side of the door survive these 5.56s that I
Hey,
got.
on
Yeah.
God. Hey, on God. And I was telling my son too. I said, look, bro, in certain times it was an honor to die in the battlefield, right?
100%.
So if this is our kingdom, this is our castle. If I die protecting you, it's an honor. Make a fucking statue of me, nigga.
You live forever.
So
You
at
live
that
forever
point,
for that.
you cannot be a coward. A king isn't a nigga who points and be like, yo, y'all go attack. A king is a nigga who's out there leading from the front. And that's what I have
All
to
right,
be.
Gates. All right, Gates.
Hey,
All
hey,
right, Gates.
hey, I'm out there in the
I'm out there on
battlefield,
the field
nigga.
with my
I'm out there. Yeah,
nigga.
but see, that's the thing. I'm not out there in the field with my niggas. I'm out there in the field with my children.
Exactly.
I'm out there in the field with
Exactly.
my
Yeah.
wife because this is my
Exactly.
tribe before anything else. It's this and then everything after. And at that point, hey, it's fuck everybody. No offense. At the end of the day, it's my family versus all y'all family.
100.
We can build, but at the same time, if my wife don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, nigga.
100.
That's
100.
just what it is.
Hey,
If you mean to my kids, hey, we don't fuck with you,
at
nigga. Fuck
all.
your kids. Like that's just what it
Exactly.
is. It's
Hey,
only one
hey,
game.
hey. So, do you know what the only message that Jesus preached was? He
What he
only
say?
preached one message. Do
What
you
he?
ever heard what it is?
Nah, tell me, tell me.
The one thing he preached was the kingdom. That was the only thing he preached. That was his message. That was his only theme of his message. He did other things and he talked about other things, but the theme of his message was a new kingdom is coming. And uh if you take the idea of kingdom and apply it to your family, you get a different perspective.
Mm.
Uh that guy, I can't remember his name. So the dude with the glasses that be wearing the Under Armour. He was talking about how
Who the fuck he talking about?
I know
Justin
you talking about
is.
Who?
the nigga that be talking, that be doing the explanations with his hands.
I don't
Is
know
that
who
what
the
he be
fuck you
doing?
talking about.
You know I'm talking, son. The you know who he know he talking
Nigga
about.
with the glasses, he got the glasses with a fade, and he be sitting in front of. All right, whatever though. Bro was talking about how we were raised absent-mindedly, and I feel like when you think of the kingdom, like it explains like how you should bring a family. You know what I'm saying? Like just having a person having sex with them and having a child. That's not like a family structure. That's just we fucked and made a kid and we live together. You know what I'm saying? Like People are doing that all over the world, fucking and making kids and living together. But
Nigga,
when you
fuck
look at
my
the
baby mama, nigga.
when you look at it the way you're looking at it as a kingdom, and it's us. And if you against us, it's fuck you. If you against one of us, it's fuck all of you.
Oh
You know what
God.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you look at it like that, then you really have kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that is kingdom.
when you have one of my homies, he was saying this in like one of these group meditations that we had. He was like, he was at his son's basketball game, and like his son got like a foul or technical or something like that, and so he went to go spaz at the ref. He was like, man, what the fuck? Da da da. Da. He said his son looked over him on the court and was like, yo, bro, like chill the fuck out, right? And he said, usually, he said, when his son say something like that, he like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, who you think you talking to? But he said, in that moment, I understood that I represent my son. And when I did
100.
that, I disrespected him and he put me in my
Yes.
place.
Yes.
And so
Man time.
therefore, as a man,
Man time.
this is where I'm at, is like, as a man, I know who I represent. So when it comes to all the things that I try to do, I try to make sure that I live up to that standard, because I want my kids to sit back and I want my wife to sit back and I want them to look at me and be like, that nigga out there represent us. Hey, go back to that Kevin Gates shit. Hey, I want my wife to be like, oh my God, this nigga. Hey, hey,
Yeah.
what do he say? Bum 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 bum. Hey, the bunnies are out. Hey, for real, because I want my wife to see me and know that I represent her, and ain't no nigga before her or after me is gonna represent her the way that I represent her. And that comes even with my children. I am your protector. I am your leader. Until you decide to lead on your own, I got you. And I'm always gonna be out here standing on business. And if you feel that I'm off, hey, hold me accountable. Hey, dad. Hey, I didn't fuck with what you said. Hey, dad, I didn't like what you did. And I gotta hold myself accountable too, to be able to listen to that so that I can be a better leader. You gotta be open to understand when you fucked up, because if not, hey, that's when you cause that trauma, thinking that you can't be a student. You always think that you a teacher, nigga.
Hey, your mom, did she ever was she on Bible? Was she on the Bible hard and church and shit like that?
Man, you want to talk about the moms?
No, 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 no. I'm asking you just,
She she
yeah,
was she was, but the thing about my mom is we never had a man in the house. And my mom was on some Bible shit, but she wasn't living according to like church standards. And I feel like nobody who introduced me to that shit was on that type of time. And I
right.
think it was subjective.
The reason why I said that is because I feel like black people, especially, they like to be like, "Oh, honor thy father and thy mother," and the next verse says, "Parents, don't provoke your children."
Hey
Like,
bro,
why did y'all say that? Why y'all cherry picking? You know
hey,
what I'm saying?
in the Celestine prophecy, I don't know if you niggas read books like that. The Celestine prophecy, right? At the end of it, it made me realize that at some point you have to accept that your parents were wrong. And for me, I realized that my mom didn't have all the answers. And so therefore it's like, when you look back at this shit, your parents told you a lot of the wrong shit based upon their parents, them teaching them wrong shit. And when you say honor thy mother and honor thy father, it makes me go to where I'm at now, where I'm like, nigga, you can disrespect my kids. It don't, like, you like, if you disrespect my kids, just know my kid's gonna disrespect you back. It ain't no, oh, I'm auntie, so you can't talk to me like that. No, first of all, my children, they're not gonna go out their way to disrespect you, but I give my children a place to speak and say, hey, you disrespecting me. Or hey, I didn't like when you said that to me. Hey, this and that, because our black culture, it's like, oh, if you the mom or you the auntie or you this and that, you think you could say whatever the fuck you want to my child. And that's
That's
like,
slavery.
no, nigga, you not getting no respect if you disrespect my children. I won't allow it.
That's
It's one gang, nigga. It's only
that's
one gang.
that's slavery, bro. Because when you look at it, all right. So I don't know if y'all experienced this, right? Um, one time I got into it with my dad, and my dad is like a, what is the word? Not compulsive, habitual. What is
A habitual liar.
yeah, he lies all the time. Like that nigga don't know how to tell the truth.
Them niggas is cowards to me, but
And
no
and he
offense.
no offense at all. And he believes the shit that comes out of his mouth as well. So he lied so much that one day we got into it, and I was like, "You're lying. You know that didn't happen." He was like, "Oh, I'm lying." I was like, "Yes." He was like, "You disrespectful son of a bitch." I was like, "I'm disrespectful because you're lying." Like I don't
You want
understand.
me
Like
to? Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. But look, a broad told me that comes from slavery, where the master would say something and you were not allowed to challenge it whether it was true or not. You know what I'm saying? That is literally slavery. You did not act in a way that I liked or approved of, so I'm gonna beat you. Bro, what?
Hey, that's why we don't say yes, sir. Sometimes I
I'm
be
gonna
slipping up.
I'm gonna beat you because you did not act in a way that I liked. So I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna ask you why you did it. If the one way I went wrong in high school, the way I went down the wrong path, if niggas had asked me why I did the shit that I did, they wouldn't have been a quarter as angry at me as they were. Bro, I was I was truly disturbed emotionally and mentally as a child. So when I did shit, it was like a cry for help. You know what I'm saying? Had niggas asked me like, why you feel that way? Niggas would not have been on some I'm about to whoop your ass type shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because they didn't value our emotions or our understanding. They didn't, or our perspective. That's really what it is like niggas think that when you say that you're being mistreated, you being disrespectful. No, bitch, you was treating me different. And because you were raised on these slave beliefs, you wanted me to fall in line. And I always knew, like, nigga, there's no reason why my mom should be spraying me with water and hit me with a belt. Like, fuck you talking about, nigga. That's
That's
slave.
insane.
That's some slave shit, right? But that's the thing. It's like when you look at this shit, it's like, bro, they like what, four generations from slavery type shit, maybe five. I don't know exactly, but them niggas still say yes sir and think that it's okay, and we supposed to say it. I don't say yes sir, and
What's
I be,
wrong with her though, bro?
huh?
What's wrong with her?
Nigga, that's some slave shit. Saying yes sir and yes ma'am. All right, gotta give you an example, bruh. And this is where I started understanding my subconscious. Right, when I would go to a job, right, I would say yes sir in the sense of I'm working as a employee of this job. 90% of the time, the store manager of this location of where I would work would be a white man. Everybody treated this nigga like master. So when I would see this nigga and he would talk to me, I say, yes, sir. His name could be Matt. I call him Mr. Brown. Let's just say his name is Matt Brown. Hey, Mr. Brown. Oh, yes, Chris, da. Well, sir, that's some slave shit. If you really pay attention to your subconscious mind, bro, you do it unconsciously to older white men, older men, and most of the time, those niggas are in a place of authority. That is like it's literally slave. It's slave mentality. That's where that shit comes. If you think about it, how many young niggas you be like, hey, yes, sir. Hey, you don't say sir to me. We ain't. I've been around y'all niggas in person. I didn't talk to y'all online. I ain't never heard y'all niggas say sir to me. There's no way. So at that
Bruh,
point, most of the time when you say sir or ma'am, it's to an older person who's in authority. That's slave mentality, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Shit. I'm not doing it. Your
that
name
makes
Pam.
sense.
Hey Pam. Your name Dave. What's up, Dave? I'm not. Hey, I'm not calling you by Mister this, Mister that. No, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. My name is Tuesday. It's just everything that we do, bro. When you start paying attention to it, it's like you could see where it derived from slavery. You could see, oh yeah, going into this job, and then you see the manager and the boss, and you gotta, hey, let me. That's some slave ass shit, bro. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you in this place. You don't own this motherfucker, nigga. Lowe's owns Lowe's, nigga. Fuck
All
you
right.
talking about.
So on one hand, I feel you. I do think uh a little bit is like fuck the system and fuck everything they stand for. So I'm not doing nothing that they you know what I'm saying?
You know it is.
Yeah. So I do feel you because I do think I subconsciously like I was the nigga that would get pulled over and then call and be like, oh yes sir, no, oh of course
Hey,
not.
there you go. So,
Yeah.
hey, but you're not even doing it like trying to. It's just you. Hey, yes, sir. Here's my
Did
ID,
I
sir.
did
Yeah,
I did I forget to use my blinker?
sorry,
Oh
sir.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to do
got
that.
his ass.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did. I did used to do shit like that. So I do feel what you're saying,
Your name
but
Dave, nigga.
I
Fuck you
don't
talking
think.
about Dave the officer, nigga. Clock out, nigga. Come get knocked
Hey,
out. Fuck you talking about,
hey,
nigga.
bro, go ahead, bro, because we just popped out. We just popped in my mind was on making the band. Remember Dylon, right? Where Babs was like, hey yo, somebody told me to tell you, you nigga, your name is Dylan, nigga. He was like, no, it's not Daylight. Daylight is spit out the like, nigga, your name is Dylan.
That hey, there you have it, bro. It's just society. Yeah, it is on some fuck the system shit. But at the same time, what's more respectful? You calling me my name or you calling me something else? You calling
Calling
me
you
my
by your
name
name
is,
for sure.
hey, it's respectful. You don't have to call me Mister. I tell my kids friends, you don't have to call me Mister. You don't. Hey, just call me Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. You don't call me Mister Tuesday. I'm not that old, nigga. Just call me Tuesday. What's up? Boom, pound it, nigga. Fuck you talking about real
Yeah,
nigga shit.
yeah, sir and ma'am. It was it didn't originate in slavery, but it was used in slavery to as a way for slaves to address white people. They had to address white, especially adults, had to address white people as sir or ma'am, and they never addressed black people as sir or ma'am. So that is correct, my boy.
And it's
Hey,
calling your ass boy.
hey,
Yeah,
hey, come here, boy. Hey,
they call grown man boy. That's
Hey, bro, that's crazy, bro.
hey, and what our own women say when we don't do something their way? He always acting like a little boy. He need to act like a grown man. What's a grown man, bitch? Your daddy wasn't there. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You trying to tell me how to be a man? Your daddy didn't even love you. That nigga left you. Fuck you talking about. You know how I get on the game, nigga.
You dragging the shit out my my second baby mother. You dragging the shit out her ass right now.
Hey, it ain't.
Cause she
Hey,
stayed me trying to tell me what kind of father I am, and she never had no father to tell me about a father.
you cannot. Hey, who you talking to? I got two baby mamas. My first and my baby mamas ain't never had a man figure in their life and tried to tell me how to be a man. Girl, you know how hard it is to survive as a man. We're underdogs. Hey,
Don't know a
Father's Day is
damn
in
thing.
2 days.
Don't know a damn thing, bro.
Oh
Like
God, you
don't
don't
know
know
a
what
damn.
it's like to be on child support. You don't know what it's like to work a job and they give you the shitty jobs. Y'all, like, no offense to women, y'all had it hard, but like, let's be real. Do you know what it's like to get the shittiest job, bro? The shittiest job, knowing that you more intelligent than this person? That shit happens, bro. Like, nah, bro. Like, no. Father's Day is on the way, bro. And I get sick about seeing bitches be like, oh, my baby daddy ain't in the picture, so happy Father's Day to me. Bitch, get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody told you to lay down with that nigga and have that baby. That's your fault. Fuck you talking about. I don't feel sad. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, bro, too. Is I don't know if y'all seen it, bro. They got this movie out called Straw. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm
That shit
tired of
is
black
lame.
trauma movies. I'm not watching no more of
Hey,
them.
I,
I'm
I,
I'm I'm done with it. I'm done. Did
I'm
you
done
watch
with
it?
black trauma movies. I don't want
I
to see that shit.
I didn't get to watch it yet, but I'm gonna watch it.
I watched
Man,
it and I thought I was done. It was a good movie, but it irritated me.
the ending was good, nigga. The ending was great. The
I
movie
don't want to see
itself,
no more black trauma on my TV.
I'm done with it
That's why I
because
don't. Yeah.
go ahead. Now, what you about to say?
No, I was saying I feel the same way. That's why I don't watch no more slave movies. I haven't seen no more. I haven't watched no more slave movies. I don't watch Tyler Perry movies. I don't watch. Yeah, too much black trauma movies because it's recycling the trauma. It's just like when are we gonna get to see ourselves in other lights? Because all that's doing is recycling trauma to the next generation, and it's continuing a perpetual wheel. You know what I'm
Your,
saying?
your brain don't know the difference between what you see and what you do.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
that's facts. Hey, Joe Dispenza becoming supernatural. The subconscious mind it creates loops, and when you see something, it keeps you in this state of trauma. So my mom actually is the one who called me and was like, you should watch the movie Straw, this and that. I watched the joint with my wife. The whole first hour and a half of the joint, I'm sitting there like, bro, this shit boring as a fuck, because all it does is it plays on the subconscious beliefs, the subconscious mind, and therefore you think that it relates to you based upon your struggle. So in these Tyler Perry movies, they're curated around black woman struggle. But when you look at the whole movie, you like, well, damn, what else y'all gonna talk about? Because it's always about a single woman. It's always talking about a toxic relationship. It's always talking about a broke woman. It's always talking about an abused woman, this, and that. That is the narrative that they're pushing to our women. But then my mom calling me about this joint. So when I talked to her earlier today, I was like, yeah, I watched the movie and that shit sucked. And she was like, why did it suck? And I was like, well, because the
What did
movie
you
plays
gain
on.
from it?
Hey, I'm about to tell you, the movie itself plays on the subconscious mind based upon all black women who go through something, right? So my mom was like, I can relate to it. I've been through this, and that. The crazy thing is, I watch this shit and I'll be like, she did it to herself. You know why? Because she had a baby with a nigga that she shouldn't have had a baby by. Hey, be mad at me. I understand there's extreme situations, right? But at the same time, you know how many niggas are out here trying to survive that are going through all this shit, and there's barely that many movies out here about us. There's barely any help for us. This, and that. So I told her, I was like, yeah, it's the same shit. I mean, we didn't seen it so many times that you get a black actress, she's an independent woman, she's going through this, and that. Now, when you look at the movie, what happened is, this is breaking it down on a deeper level. What happened is, this lady had so much stress that when her daughter died, she did not take time to grieve. So therefore, I'm giving you the spoiler. Therefore, hey, she lost her mind. But you know how many people go through that? So if we're talking about that in a sense of grieving, then sure, it's a great movie. Sure, we can talk about that. But that is not what this movie was curated about. None of
The
those
end of the
Tyler
movie
Perry
was better
movies.
than the rest of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. None of those Tyler Perry movies are curated about that at all. Hey,
I think
kick
he's
me
a
out the
very sick
kingdom.
man, bro.
I don't
Whoever's
fuck
writing
with
this
him.
movie is a very sick person.
I don't fuck with that nigga at all. All those movies, bro. Think about
Nah,
how
for
many.
color girls.
Bruh, every single one of those movies, they curate black women to look a certain type of way. They can't keep a job. They deal with toxic niggas. Hey, they act this way. Think about the joint with Bow Wow in it, where Tiana Taylor was going around on a Byron. You know how many baby mamas thought that shit was cool?
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah, facts.
You know how
Um,
many. You know how many black women actually live like that and think that that's how they're supposed to act?
yeah, I like when they depict black women as royalty, like the Woman King and shit like that. Like
That shit
that shit
fly.
is fire. That shit was fire. Like even Wakanda, like even Black Panther. Give me more of that shit. I want to see that. I want to see black women in power. I don't want to see black women struggling. I don't. What the fuck do I have to gain from watching that, gang? Like, what is that doing for me emotionally and spiritually, bro?
It's
I
not.
don't want to
It's
see my people struggling. I want to see my people thriving, gang.
and it makes you think that it's okay. Like it's okay for our people to be that way. And another thing about it is like when you look at that construct, when you really think about women, and let's take it back to like indigenous type days, the woman was held here type shit to a certain
Definitely,
standard.
in the highest regard.
Yeah, yeah. The woman, like in my belief, the woman is the closest thing to God because she could bear life. That's just my belief, right? So when I look at the way that black women, the way that melanated women, I'm not even gonna just say black women because I don't like the word black, but melanated
It's
women,
not real.
indigenous women, cultured women. When you look at women in general, they're held to like this standard, but when it comes to our culture, a women want to be like niggas. And the crazy thing is like, no matter how much you change your sex, no matter this and that, you can never be a man. Because unfortunately, as a man, bro, it's a lot harder than what you believe it is. Although they think that men run all the businesses and this and that, I'm sorry, I believe that pussy runs the world. I believe that women have the power. Not to say that they don't get mistreated or taken advantage of or any of these type of things, but a woman who is holding herself to a certain standard and striving to be close to God and hold herself to the standards of God, hey, they run the world. Because a man who marries a strong woman, a supportive woman, one who helps him build the foundation, and he's doing a lot to please her, to honor her, to maintain her, to love her unconditionally, and to be honest. Hey, a lot of us, if your wife, hey, she giving you that poom poom, hey, my nigga, you on your shit. You locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So I see what you're
You get
saying,
what I'm
right?
saying?
I see what you're saying, but you know what this is. I'm not gonna blame women for that. This is a community issue, bro. This is
Facts.
the reason why we are so lost as people in this country is we don't have community, and every time we get community, they destroy it. And when I say they, you know exactly who I'm talking about. So, so like where was it Killer Mike was talking about in Atlanta? We had that community where everybody had like farmers markets and all that shit. Then they had Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had so many times where niggas came together and was like, look, we gonna do this shit. And in those type of situations is where you have people who guide the women and the men in the community to say like, hey, this is what our standard is coming from here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. Y'all are gonna get married. Y'all gonna stay together. Y'all gonna, achieve this together. Whatever. Y'all gonna combine y'all resources and go wherever. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fund this. We're gonna pass down this. But what the fuck do we have? We don't have nothing like that. Nigga, my parents, when I graduated high school, they say, good luck, nigga. Fuck you gonna do with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we don't have no type of structural system like that. That's why people are lost and going and, you know what I'm saying, getting into situations where they might have had a kid with some random the first nigga who, you know what I'm saying, showed them some love or just went off looking for love in the wrong places because they didn't have nothing else. You
Cause
know what
they
I'm saying?
didn't they
Like
didn't
me personally, I had no structural system at home. So I went looking for shit.
On God, same here. I mean, shit, nigga. That's all I was looking for is the love that I have from my wife and children now, but I didn't understand what that was. I didn't get it, and I'm gonna go back to what you said. Is like, I I'm so on the fence, and Champ understands this about me too. Is like we can blame it on the white man. Like they oppressed us. We can say that, right? But I would say this: the quote unquote white man or the oppressor created the program. We maintain it by our societal constructs, what we participate, trap culture, hood culture,
Nigga,
real
yes.
real nigga culture. So therefore, when we get out in this world, we don't have the understanding of what it means to build the structure of a family. It's not on just the man to provide. It's for y'all to provide together because y'all built the foundation. Now I understand this as a 35-year-old man, but going into the world, nigga, once I left home at like 16. But in my household, raised by my mom, at 18, hey, you get out in the fucking world, right? And this is where I disagree with my mom. Like we go head and head. When my little brother was 18 years old, my mom said, hey, you need to find your own place. The nigga got a place with this girl that he been dating for like 6 months. They got a place. You know what happened 3 months after they moved into that place?
What?
Evicted. And the thing about it is that when you look at my brother now, who's about to be 27, when you look at his life, the nigga doesn't have survival skills. He does not know how to maintain a job. He does not know how to pay his bills. He don't even know where to pay the bills. The nigga don't got no car. The nigga, he does not know life skills in order to maintain himself. And that is what the problem is in our culture is that
But mother
when
couldn't teach him how to be a man.
hey, she couldn't teach him anything because she thought that was the norm. Hey, you
My
turn
kids ain't
18.
never gotta go nowhere. They
Hey,
don't never
you
have to get out my house.
and you don't
Never.
gotta go. But the
Never.
thing about it is, I want my children to leave my house when they are financially ready. Because if you leave my house, I
Emotionally
want you
too.
to be, yeah, financially, mentally, physically, all these things. Because I want you to be able to fend for yourself in the world, but not just fend for yourself where it's a constant battle. I want you to stand on top of that shit where it's like, all right, I got all this shit, this, and that. But when I look at my oldest daughter, who's about to be 17, or no, she's 17 now. She graduates from high school next year and she lives with her mom. By the time she's 20 years old, she's gonna be out the house, probably living with a boyfriend or something like that, and trying to fend for herself with a with a regular job, making minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck without understanding how to maintain herself and live to her
Do you
means.
talk to her?
Yeah, but guess what? She raised by her mom. Anything I'm saying is just, bro, it's a lecture. She doesn't get the construct because I didn't raise her. And then the crazy thing is this, and I broke it down to her. Did you know they did a study, right? They did a study, and children raised by single independent fathers do better than children raised by single independent mothers.
I heard something like that.
That's what's
My
crazy to
shit
me.
didn't work because I was raised by a narcissist, but a regular father, I'm pretty sure it would have worked. You know what I'm saying?
They kicked
My
us out in
my
the world.
yeah, my father didn't really pay like he didn't he was a little off, but a normal father, yeah, I think that would have worked. You know what I'm saying? Like a one who wasn't mentally challenged the way mine was, it would have worked.
I mean, when it comes to our parents, bro, I just realized that they were children, bro. And same way we're still children because we look at that whole men and women, and it's not an excuse. But the fact is that they didn't have half of the consciousness that we have now, bro. We're
That's fact.
conscious. What you
That's
say,
fact.
so?
Nah, man, I agree. You know, we weren't raised with the proper values of community. You know, we're taught that when you turn 18, you got to get out the house. You got to, you know what I'm saying, learn how to do these things on your own instead of pooling our resources. Whereas if we were to all stay together, we could probably afford to live in a house together. You know what I'm saying, with this family and this family together. If like like me and my wife, we live with my mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying, and we all support this house where she wouldn't probably be able to do it on her own. You know what I'm saying? But we're not taught to have, you know, family structures like that. Like Full House, the show Full House, they was all in that joint. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's working, everybody's contributing to the bills, everybody's contributing to the house. We could probably get a big house and live together as a family, but that's just not something that's, you know, taught in the black community. We're
Yeah,
taught,
they
we look at, we're so much about self, and so we're so focused on ourselves that we don't do that, you know, and it's
yeah,
sad.
yeah, facts. Other cultures have it. Um, my my father's side, I don't know, swim if you know, like obviously my family is from Guyana, and everybody when they come to America, my aunt got a house in New York, and like as people were migrating, they would stay at my aunt's house for like 6 months until they got situated and you know what I'm saying, get their own spot. But every single sibling, she came first. Every single sibling came to her crib first. You know what I'm saying? Like they had it set up that way. You know what I'm saying? Like you could come, get you a job, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Then when you ready. It wasn't a 6 month grace period. It's like when you ready, you could go. You know what I'm saying? But if niggas did it that way, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, but you know why niggas is not doing that is because we already here and we've been here and we've been indoctrinated. They came here from abroad, so they had to stick together. Like anybody who Guyanese that I met from the time I was born all the way up to high school, I will automatically introduce them as my cousin. like, Russell not really my cousin technically. He more like my god cousin or something like that. Like, but nigga, that's my cousin.
Yeah, I mean that's just not. I mean it go back to them Jim Crow laws type shit, bro. Niggas wanted to keep us separate and put us against each other, and that is that indoctrination. Independent black woman, independent household, independent family, independent man, independent, like that's what it is. And then our own women. Hey, they be mad at us when we get out in the world, and they be like, "You can't provide for me like a man, bitch. I don't know what to do. I don't. What the fuck you want me? I don't know what to do. I don't know. Where do you pay bills, nigga? When does that shit do? I don't know because we ain't been taught that shit. And then by the time we get 35, like nigga, I just got to a place where I'm like, damn, this shit was so easy. Like I could have been doing this shit, but I didn't know. And nobody taught me that shit. So therefore, I had to learn how to survive in trial and error. That's how I got to
That's
where I'm
facts,
at
nigga. I
now.
just grew up this year, bro. Like I literally just grew up this year, and I was just thinking, like, if I was this grown 12 years ago, 14 years ago, I would have had a different life, my nigga. Like,
What, nigga?
I did a lot of dumb shit just for lack of knowledge, like, just to being ignorant to how things work, like, and being short sighted. Like, another thing that I tell people all the time is that I didn't think I was going to make it to this age. So, a lot of the decisions that I made was without expecting being here now. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas might as well just figure out what's going on right now because ain't nothing else to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. And then the other thing is like I just didn't know no better in certain situations.
Yeah. I mean, at the age we're at now, though, it's like niggas is locked in, bro. We in our 30s now, so it's like my nigga, why not, lock in, gain the information and apply it to your life and build that generational wealth by teaching your kids the knowledge. I think that is the most important tool when it comes to our kids. I tell my oldest daughter, I'm like, look, before I give you anything physically or financially, I'm gonna give you knowledge because if I give you 100,000, right, without any knowledge on how to invest it, you're gonna blow that shit on something and it's gonna turn into nothing. The thing about it is, if I can give you knowledge, then you can take that 100,000 and you can multiply it, and then you can live with it. You can live on it. You can invest it. You can do all these things. And so, therefore, the most valuable thing that I can give my children to this day, no matter what other things I got around me, is knowledge, is information. And if I don't have the knowledge right now, I will do everything in my power to find the knowledge. So, therefore, I can give it to you and you can understand it. So that's what it's about for sure. So yeah.
Right.
So yeah. But shit, we at 10:24, man. We've been live streaming. It's getting late. I did want to talk about that trash ass Lil Wayne album just to give,
That shit is
clicks and shit.
ass.
That shit is trash as fuck. Before
I
we
couldn't
even
listen to the
go
whole
into
album. It was that bad. I couldn't listen to it.
it's so crazy because that nigga is the black Eminem at this point. That nigga just rapping over shit, rhyming words, and it's disgusting, bro.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go to far. I'm not gonna go that far. That shit did suck though.
That shit was ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Because I heard niggas switch the beat on the Peanuts joint and it sounded a lot better once they switched the beat.
It still
Like,
sounded like niggas was just rapping the rap, bro. Fuck that
yeah,
shit.
but I can live with rapping the rap on a nice beat. Like I can live with that.
Niggas need hooks. Niggas need hooks. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the
Yeah,
the the thing that I miss about Wayne is the storytelling and the hooks. I go back and listen to the Carter 3. There's songs where the nigga did rap, like Dr. Carter, right? There that nigga did some bar shit. But if you listen to the Carter 3, the Carter 2, the Carter 1, I like Rebirth 2. I'm a Rebirth nigga. If you listen to Carter 3, it's like feel like it's like a feeling, bro. It's like a story. Like there's concepts of songs, but then I didn't like the Carter 4 because I felt like he started getting to this. Carter 5 was even trash to me. Fucking those other I'm not a human beings was just like the niggas just doing punchline after punchline. It had some good songs, but like the
right
nigga was
above it was my shit.
he had good songs, but he was getting into that phase where like everything was a punchline. Like I'm good on the punchlines, nigga. I'd rather go listen to Pat Poose if we're gonna listen to punchlines.
Tattoo is
Like,
crazy.
get
I don't
get out of
trust
here.
no nigga who get a haircut with a fitted on. You get a haircut with a fitted on, you're on my don't trust list. Like
Oh god.
nigga in a barber chair with the necktie with a fitted on. Gang. No, bro.
Yo,
Like,
that's
no,
hilarious.
bro.
Yeah, that Wayne shit was trash though, bro. I tried to listen to it 3 times and I was just like, oh,
I ain't even listen to it.
it's time to retire, bro. Mello retired, Allen Iverson retired, Kobe retired, LeBron's gonna
I
retire.
think Wayne is only good for features. In
Yeah,
my
just get him out of here. Just get him out of here. Kanye's almost there too. Just
almost
he
Kanye is smoked. Kanye
Don-
is smoked.
Donda is still on like my top like 3 albums of the
Okay,
last
Donda
Kanye
was
5
still got
years.
some joints, man.
That was a few years ago.
A Hell Hitler?
Kanye still got joints, man.
Hell Hitler?
Dog, I don't want to hear nothing about this Hell Hitler shit.
You don't like Hell Hitler?
I didn't even listen to it. Nigga, I heard him talk
What
about some
though?
gay cousin song shit.
What? I
You
like
didn't hear
that
the
song
gay
too.
cousin
I
song?
like that. I like it.
You like the gay cousin song?
I like it, bro. I like it.
Sometimes, bro, I feel like you be saying shit just
Bro,
because
I
you're
I like
popular, bro.
I like where people push creativity, bro. That's why Rebirth is one of my favorite Lil Wayne albums. I like 808s and Heartbreaks and Yeezus. These are like
All right,
some of
look,
my
bro.
top albums, bro.
I like Jesus. Okay, look, bro. All right, look. I am all for us getting our trauma out and shit like that. If you used to be jerking off with your cousin, bro, don't tell me that shit on no song. Go talk to a therapist, bro. Like, if you and your cousin used to be, if you and your cousin used to be jacking off in front of each other and jerking each other off and shit, go talk to somebody, bro. I don't want to
Like,
hear that shit, bro.
yeah, okay, I
Yeah, yeah,
agree.
yeah,
But
that's his prerogative. I mean, you know,
I
but
I agree.
go ahead.
No. I was gonna say I agree with what you're saying, but it pushes the envelope, and then on a spiritual thing, it brings awareness to what happens in a lot of like cultured households, bro. Let's be real, bro. It's a lot of weird shit that happen behind closed doors. That's just how I look at it. Not
Yeah,
to
that's
say
fine.
like I'm walking around like, yeah, nigga, play that Cousins by Kanye. No, but when I listen to the song, it pushes the envelope to transparency in music. So
Okay,
that's how
I'll
I feel.
take it. I'll take it. Um, I do think that Kanye is a visionary who cannot be matched. I've yet to see a person in all of music that can do what Kanye has done. Kanye made Playboy Cardi. Kanye, I don't know if people know that him getting involved was how a whole lot of red came about. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole vamp shit came from Kanye. And it's fuckery as well, but I'm gonna let him live because it did influence a lot. It was very influential.
Yeah,
Kanye is cooked as a person more so than he's cooked as a musician.
I won't agree with it.
You
yeah,
won't agree that
I don't
Kanye's
agree with
cooked?
I don't agree that either with that either.
Uh,
I think that he trolls too much sometimes, but I understand like in certain situations why he does it. I do think he trolls a lot, excessively, but I think that he's like he brings hyper awareness to certain things
I think
that
he
you know what I'm saying. People might not even understand sometimes what he's doing. Like
Listen,
he's so far ahead of people. Like a lot of shit he says and does goes over people's
my
heads
nigga,
unless
my
you really
nigga,
pay attention.
my nigga, that's the problem. The problem is that the average person who watches Kanye or listens to Kanye's things that he says, 2 out of 10 people are even gonna understand that bullshit, and they're gonna take what he says at face value. That's why, as a leader, as a role model, as a celebrity, all these things, you have to watch what the fuck you say and do, because you will literally have people. Shit, my bad, y'all.
Nah, but I mean, if they don't understand, that's their problem. If I say, listen, man, if I tell somebody something and they misinterpret what I say, that's on them. I know what I meant, and I said it for whoever to understand it. Like, for example, you know, what you was just talking about the Hell Hitler song. He said Hell Hitler, nigga. He said, oh, they only censored, they were upset that I said Hell Hitler. Nobody was upset that I said nigga.
Hey, and the crazy thing is the nigga said I'm the villain now. Hey, this goes back to the Kanye campaign. I'm breaking it down for you, Torch, so you get it. All right, so let's be real. In the Kanye campaign, when the nigga cried in front of millions of people, do you know why he was crying? The nigga cried because he had a thought to tell Kim Kardashian to abort his child. That right there showed me transparency, right? Because in Kanye's beliefs, them abortion in the black community is genocide. So when the black community, I'm gonna talk about the black community specifically, seeing Kanye cry on stage during his campaign, them niggas pretty much said, "Yo, Kanye is he's on drugs. The nigga's wilding. He can't maintain himself." The white community said, "Hey, this is what we've been telling y'all. Hey, Kanye's crazy. Fuck Kanye. This, and that." The black people accepted that as like what they say Kanye is, and so therefore, when a man gave you transparency of like being authentic and saying like, "Hey, bro, like abortion is wrong. I thought about aborting my child, and I want to show you guys how I feel about having that thought, right?" We laughed at him and said, "Ha ha ha, nigga, get on your medicine."
I
So
didn't laugh at
now,
him.
so now where he's at now, hey, I'm the villain and I'm gonna say things that make you feel uncomfortable to, but if you listen to the Hell Hitler song, what it truly is about, like I'm gonna be real with you, if you really listen to it, it's about a black man whose kids were taken from him by the baby mama in the system that continues to oppress us. So therefore he tried to do it the right way. He tried to be the nice nigga. He tried to, hit the Jesus way and this and that. So you know what he did? He became the villain. He became Hitler. It's just like this. I didn't had my daughter stripped out of my life to the point where I was so angry of not seeing her where I went to go kick in my baby mama door. You know what they did? The police showed up, locked me up in front of my daughter, and I became the villain. Kanye is embracing the villain. So Hell Hitler and all these other songs that people don't understand and what he's saying, y'all niggas play with me and my emotions. Everybody got an opinion on Kanye when he's acting crazy. But the moment that he was asking niggas for the address to where his child was and this, and that, nobody wanted to help him out. And that's the reason why the niggas out there at the Diddy junk right now, because everybody done flipped on Diddy and nobody's sitting by this nigga side, but yet they went to Diddy parties.
Okay,
Just think
cool.
about that shit.
Okay, cool. So
That's what it's
when
about.
you say it like that, it makes sense. But I'm gonna tell you this: as a nigga who rocks with a lot of the shit Kanye says and a lot of the shit Kevin Gates says, both of them niggas, a lot of times you gotta shovel through shit to get gold.
It's not meant for everybody, bro. We even with bro, me and you are both Aquarius. So
Yeah,
I know that you understand a lot of what Kevin Gates
all
is
of it,
saying.
all
But
of
the
it.
thing about it is like things that we say, just like I said earlier, like nigga, we was on some dick pleasing shit. That's not going to resonate. I'm gonna turn that into a clip and we're gonna go platinum. The thing about it is that regular niggas are not going to resonate with that. And therefore, those are people who are a part of the hive mind. Those people, they don't give a fuck about anything that we saying unless we talking about killing, trapping,
Yeah,
bitches,
that's true.
getting money, this,
That's
this, and
true.
that. So therefore, when it comes to regular niggas, they cannot decode this message, because if you just come out and you want some like peace, positivity, and love and light and
They
all
don't
this,
want to hear that shit.
they don't give a fuck, bro. You know how many of my mans I done invited to meditations and told them about my book and looked at
They
my
ain't coming to
podcast.
that shit.
Them niggas said no,
Tell them you
bro.
got some bitches and some gas. They'll
Bro,
be there.
what? Let me pop outside shirtless with a 6 pack and 10 bad bitches and some lean, nigga. Hey,
Oh,
bro.
you ain't hit me, bro. You
Hey,
ain't hit me,
bro,
bro.
you outside? Hey, bro, you done got on and forgot about it, nigga. I bet I did, pussy ass nigga. You a dick pleaser, nigga. That's what it is. It's like when you really pay attention to what's going on, bro.
Oh
Nigga,
my god.
when you pay attention to what's going on, bro, it's a lot of cap. Hey, niggas gonna hate me, but what is this? What is Diddy on trial for? What is he really on? What is the nigga really on
I'm gonna
on,
keep
on
it real
trial
with
for?
you. I'm gonna keep it real with
Hold
you.
on, let me lean in real quick so I can really look at your face while you say this.
I'm gonna
What
keep it
is he
real
on
with
trial
you.
for?
That nigga is on trial for shit that niggas do every day in Hollywood.
Fucking nigga. I know niggas who live in Southeast that do shit that Diddy do. Niggas fly out bitches, have a couple niggas at the brib. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get zooted off the Molly, the Fent. Hey, spank them bitches and ship them up out of there. Hey, niggas do that everywhere. What's crazy is that the propaganda behind this is like, y'all, they making it seem like this nigga sex trafficking little kids. I'm not gonna say that he did or he didn't, but that is not what this trial has been about, bro. It's been about his relationship with Cassie, the freak offs, him flying out bitches, him paying for this, him paying for that. At that point, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say that it's right or wrong, but how many niggas do that every day?
I don't think from what I've heard, from what I've heard, And the evidence that I've seen, because you know how people on the internet like to say, I don't see what is conducive of no bond from what it is that I've seen. Because Cassie, I'm not victim blaming or none of that. Cassie seemed like she wanted a whole lot of that shit. Like
Right, sound
there
like
may
she
have
was.
come a point where she no longer wanted it. There may have come a point where she no longer wanted it. But the text messages that I heard the transcripts from was her saying, "Yeah, I want to freak off. Like, yeah, I want to come through. I want to skip my concert. I'm trying to go." That's what I heard.
How
But
much money you think she
but
made while
but
she was with
two things
Diddy?
could be true. Two things could be true, bro. Because this nigga is clearly a monster. But
That
but I don't
nigga
think
gave more than anything,
yeah,
but
yeah. But I don't necessarily think he's a monster just because of Cassie though, because like I said, that's how they used to get down. It seemed like that's how they used to get down, and she just got tired of it and didn't want to do it no more. Or maybe she didn't. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe he hurt her feelings. Maybe something like because they said that in the transcripts it was saying something about her wanting to link back up.
come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard.
I'm sorry. I think that it's a emotional it's an emotional pull because at this point I feel like I haven't heard any information. I haven't heard anything about the case where I'm like, oh shit, this nigga was doing this. It's just it seems like they really just assassinating that nigga's character with the transcripts. It's like y'all just telling what that nigga like doing behind doors, bro. It's people who like getting pissed on. It's people who like feet. It's like it's people who like all types of weird shit out in the world behind closed doors. But in a sense, it's not that it's bad or wrong. It's just weird. Like at that point, like I don't know, bro. I the more that I look into it, it just seems like niggas is trying to assassinate his character because there's something else or some type of information that he has that they don't want to get out. That's how I feel about it, to
Put
be
it like
honest.
this, bro. If Diddy wasn't Diddy, this wouldn't be a thing.
It wouldn't matter. Niggas fly out bitches all the time. Let's be real.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like not only niggas fly out bitches, I didn't been invited to, you know what I'm saying? I've never did it, but I didn't been invited to run trains on bitches like, yeah, you this bitch going, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, you trying to come through. No, I'm not about to fuck with four niggas in the room. But niggas do that shit all the time. And bitches wake up the next day like, I can't believe I fucked all five of them niggas. Like, I'm wild. But no one cares.
Yeah, hey, you know, I'm just saying, bro. It just seems like a energy siphon. Like all it seems, it's like they're trying to make that nigga look bad to the black community more than anything because white people don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Them niggas do way weirder shit than that. Them niggas fuck like horses and dogs and shit. Let's be real. Like bro, I done been around some white people that they didn't did some shit. Like I had one nigga who was like, I'm a sexual butterfly. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? He's
Oh,
like,
what?
whatever I'm feeling today.
It
And I
was a
was like,
fairy.
whatever I'm feeling today. If I want a man today, and this nigga like damn near 6'4", 300 pounds
It was a
with a
fairy.
mohawk. That nigga said, I'm a sexual butterfly. Whatever I'm feeling today. I'm like, okay, nigga. Like
Hey,
whatever the fuck that mean, bro.
what Pimp C say? You letting them boys bust up your back.
Like, at the end of the day, bro, I don't judge, but that whole Diddy case, it just I don't know, bro. It just something about it just don't seem right. And if that nigga gets off, they didn't assassinated that nigga's whole image, bro. To
No,
be honest.
they said that with the Diddy shit, uh they said something about there was an Abercrombie and Fitch scandal where they were actually human trafficking and them niggas all got bond and Diddy was just flying bitches out and fucking them and he got no bond. Like they said that this was like I don't want to say a cover up, but like this was supposed to take away the attention. from the other case.
I bet.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
I bet.
But whatever the case may be, there's something going on. Okay, there's something going on that we don't know about.
It has
There's
to.
something that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
And I feel like if if the whole ordeal was just Diddy and Cassie, then I don't think it really calls for all of this. Didn't he already pay?
Yeah, why did they even bring her in the zone? She got cashed out. Bitch, you got M's.
Yeah, so
You got M&M's. Like
yeah.
it's no point of.
And I heard all of this even happened because he didn't pay when she first asked.
I bet. I
You know
bet.
what I'm saying?
It, it's
But
it's it's weird. But yeah, bro, it's 10:42, man.
all right, gang.
I'm gonna let y'all boys go, man.
All
To
right, it was great.
anybody who enjoyed this conversation, make sure that y'all hit a like, a subscribe button, share it with your family. If you heard some shit that made you feel uncomfortable or you didn't understand it, I really don't give a fuck. And until next time.